Oh, shoot. Why do we make all this extra? I guess we were using this to, okay. It's pretty much the same stuff though. I actually might turn that one into the 20-gram bag. That way we can kind of go between the two bags if we want. Yeah, if I just don't want to waste the PVA. If I didn't care about that, I would definitely pull one back in and put something smaller that's going to be a faster bite rate in and just get that 3 kilo common, but it's okay. Either way, it's fine. All right, so how's the fishing going today? We just saw a trophy pike in chat from a Bovo, who is a level 40 player. So let's see what we can see. As sort of, when we first get to Norway, I mean, it's kind of annoying, but I was thinking at least trying to do this, the flying collar rig, just for a little while, just see if we can happen to get lucky. I don't know if there's any way to like see if that website's back online, figure out like which one maybe is working the best right now. I'm just not sure. If not, we'll just have to try different ones, I guess. All right, so it has to be on a boat rod. We know that. And I think that means it has to go on the Coast Runner, right? So flying collar. Probably just use the actual Taiga C. We might as well just go ahead and, well, yeah, we can leave that stuff on there. Let's take the top off though. All right, so let's go back down to this. Ooh, I don't remember which size. You can't seem to get the bellow or the silver carp. Other than that, the fishing is decent. Yeah, I'm really hoping that a silver carp spot, a really healthy one, pops up where we can go for that challenge with the silver carp. You're about to spin for something big. Any suggestions? Have no idea. What's up, Greg? You just caught a mirror trophy on this same spot. Nice. You got a long head dab trophy. Nice. Few silver carp trophies at Sura this week, but nothing even remotely close for you. Yeah, it sounds like a long shot. The Russian language version is working. Are you talking about the stats RF4 dash stat or whatever? Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, so English one's still not working. If I click on Norwegian C, oh, maybe it seems to be working for me now, or at least it's doing more than it did before. All right, 43 baits. So the first bait is Flying Worm 14010. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw that on there in case. Does anybody remember what size hook people use for this? Flying Worm 10. Like I don't remember. Let's see, Flying Worm 14010. Let's see what the hook sizes are. 1/0 to 6/0. I'm actually thinking 3. All right, so that's one possibility. Now let's look at the dab, long head dab maybe. I might not be able to find the long head dab. So what are all these untranslatable fish? Are those the new ones that haven't gotten programmed yet or something? I don't think I see any of the new ones. So the only other one we're going to be able to look at is turbot. And the first bait that qualifies got to be flying worm or jelly worm is the 01. The 01. So flying worm again, but this time 01. It's only one though. I don't know that that's, not sure that either of those pieces of intel are actually that valuable, but at least gives us something to start with. Interesting. Trophy turbot caught at the 30 meter. I think we'll start at 34, but that is interesting. And then also a nice dab was caught at the 41, not trophy though. 41's probably, I mean, I think either one of them's worth trying. Yeah, it's too bad you can't put, I just think the bite rate would be so much better if you could put, oh, you can. Oh, that's actually the way to go. You got your dab at 41. This might be the way to go. I don't know if it matters. matters, but they were using a 36 kilo leader size. All right, they were getting a pretty good bite rate, so we'll test that out. We'll test that out when we get to Norway. There's a fish on, I think. Oh, maybe not. Okay, that might be the way to go. Yeah, if 34, well, yeah, I don't know. 34, 41. It just looks like somebody just did it on the 34 bank. And by the way, they're using a 4/0 hook, so let's do that. Let's just try to go exactly what they did. The only thing I'm not sure is about going down to the 36 size. They were using a 36 size shock leader or whatever, marine leader. That seems unnecessary. Jovan, greetings. An Arctic Char trophy at Corey. I think I need an Arctic Char trophy, actually. Arctic Char trophy. Let's see if I'm right. Yep. I need to catch a trophy Arctic Char with spinning, casting, or jerkbait. Grats on your trophy Arctic Char. That's very cool. Which lure did you use?
On it.
Line Fisherman, greetings. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. All right, this has been really slow so far, but we have just gone through the overnight. So not a huge surprise. Oh goodness, okay, hold on. It's like if you're going to lose it, this is probably when it's going to happen. It's going to be, I don't know, 10 plus kilos at least. Maybe 14. Emil, welcome back. Oh, it's a common. So it might be like a 16 to 18 common. $13.5. Way off. I think both fish have been on the middle line so far. Yes, Tutti Frutti still active at amber for sure. Hit level 13, saw the grind from starter rod is to Fortune. I'm using sinking. I'm sure, I mean, pop-up may work good too, but I'm using sinking. The grind to Fortuna and HSB seems like forever to reach. It is a grind. I mean, the whole game, I mean, once you get to a little bit higher level, yes, the whole game is a grind. According to what's active and what's hot, I would say spin fishing for either pike at Oldberg, spin fishing in general at Belaya, or spin fishing at Corey with bream fishing at night, wherever the bream are active. Slash focusing on cafe orders are the ways to make that grind a little less painful. No, I have not been back to Yama. I just started today. Yo, Spock, thanks for the follow. Spock Jack, Line Fisherman, thanks for the follow 9 hours ago. So cold in the UK tonight, my fingers are struggling to work. Wow. Same spot, but 35 meters, 1.5 depth. Oh, nice. Hello to you, Spock Jack. Look at the snow, love. Just light snow.
I mean, Mom, if you want to go at 11 or
I do not have the Goliath. Do you have the Goliath? only new reels I've gotten have been Norway related stuff. I'm kind of set, or I was kind of set on spinning reels before Norway came out. So y'all aren't big on the Goliath. Guarded with a trophy common carp. I have a feeling fishing in this very spot. I could be wrong, but it wouldn't surprise me. Ooh. Level 40 player caught a trophy eel on a snatcher S003 at Volkov. That's pretty cool. You don't see that every day. Third fish. All three fish came in on the middle rod. Is this monoline? No, it is braid. Okay. All right. This carp is just sitting there. Kind of feels like he could run if he wanted to, but he's chilling. Just chilling a bit. I found the one cat at Amber on Tutti Frutti. Boy, that would be amazing. There are cats here, aren't there? But they're going to go for fishy stuff, surely. What's up, KC? You were so disappointed with Goliath, but you're impressed with the Turion. So you think Turion is worth the extra cost over the Goliath? Goliath? Also, why couldn't it be called the Goliath? Why is it the Goliath? perfect reel for all occasions. It's so expensive. Surely repairs are expensive. I mean, I'm not sure about all occasions. Don't you only want to use it on fish that are worthy of such an expensive reel? That's right. I remember you telling me that, Dan. The wear is slow on it. That's good. So it's a tank. 745 test. You throw 15, 20 meters. Oh, this is a common. So that means this might be a trophy, right? At least close to it. I do have some wear on this like line and stuff, so things are going to look a little bigger than they are, but this is a nice one for sure. Remember back when common trophies were like so easy to tell? I don't think this is a trophy. It's just under, right? Yeah. 19.15. There you go. There it is. Yeah, the question is after. I wish there was more info today comparing 34 to 41. But after we do the flying collar fishing at 34 and then possibly at 41, where do we actually want to do a little fishing at Norway? All right. First fish not on the middle rod. No, that'd be fun, Blunty. That actually would be a fun event. Everybody has to start at the same time. Like, I don't know, get into chat on their level 1 characters or something. And everybody starts at the same time, first person to level 10. Don't you think that for a lot of times at least, I just wonder if it would be hard to compete with Bleak and Dace at that level. It would take no time. The only thing you'd really have to do is get a small hook as soon as you could. But besides that, like, you're going to get on them. You're going to catch them really good. And I guess just deciding what you want to do at night. Do you want to move to Mosquito or do you want to just like fish for random stuff out of Winding? I don't know. I feel like that's going to be pretty competitive, pretty hard to beat. Multiple color line have length meter on it. Yes, only the rainbow line. I think it'd be spin fishing for an amazing asp or something. Oh yeah, true. Yeah, you could just go for it. I mean, that's true. You get a really good asp or even like a really yeah, I mean, I guess that's true. Spin fishing early on, if you can get some nice catches, you'll get multiple levels of fish sometimes. but you're really counting on RNG with that approach, where I feel like those Bleak and Dace, they're going to be really good silver NXP, really steady and safe, and I don't know. It's interesting. I don't think the green, white, and yellow line give you the depth like the rainbow does. I could be wrong, but I don't think it does. Man, I love that it's like absolutely snowing in the Jets-Patriots game. Interception. Oh. Dadgum. Marcel, what's up? Yeah, that's true, Jigstep. That would be cool. It'd be cool to have some options to still do that. I guess they wanted to make it really obvious in the store what was going to do it and what wasn't, but that would be cool. Mighty says, should, in quotes, I really be at Old Berg at Bream at level 14? No, you shouldn't should yourself. You should do what's fun. It is worth at least looking into it. Either that or Belaya. If you lean more towards wanting to do spin fishing, Belaya can be really good at that level as well. And then at night you can catch rough or crucian gibble, roach, that kind of stuff at Belaya and hit some cafe orders. You can actually do, when Belaya's doing really well, I think I would argue that it's you can't compete with the XP and the silver at Belaya. I'm not sure Belaya is doing really well, at least on the spinning side. I think it's okay, but right now, I mean, this last week or two might have been a little bit of a down week. So I'm not sure, but either one of those maps is great for where you're at. It's also fine to just be like still exploring Mosquito and Winding, especially if you're able to get cafe orders done. Oh. All right, I just offered it to EG, so we'll see if she thinks that's exciting or anything. Now we've had at least one fish on all three lines. Nixa says, is Amber active? Yes, Amber's active. Amber's always active. But there's 2 or 3 good spots right now. You can come to 83, 145. What I'm doing right now is I'm sort of loading up on heavy carp, so it's a much slower bite rate, but you can also, you can approach it to have a much better bite rate and just not get on average as heavy a carp. The Great Badger, welcome back. Yes, we can do a comp, but it's going to be a very specific comp. It's going to be with the flying collar rig tackle only, and it's going to be for the largest place, the largest European place. Are you interested? Okay. Sorry, I'm just noticing that I'm way behind on chat. Oh, that's a great, I mean, doing bleak at winding is great as well. I mean, I think that's great. Emil says I'm right, level 12 to 20 Belaya only. Yeah, it's good. Farm 2 trolling starter kits for Volkov there. Alpha 8 theme. Oh, that's awesome. That's a cool approach. I have 3 starter feeder kit rods and my float rod so far. When you say starter, do you mean the cheapest, or are you talking about the starter kit? Do you mean kit, or do you mean the cheapest feeder rod setup? When I say starter kit, I mean minimum for trolling, not official starter kits. Yeah, I knew what you meant. This actually isn't a common. Sounds like end game to me. Greg says sounds great. Oh, that's true. So if you don't have that unlocked, which number is this, by the way? Okay, it's 3. Okay, so I won't do that restriction. We'll just say largest European place, and you can use whatever rig type you want. How's that? You're talking about the kits for 149. Yeah. That's great. I just wanted to know what you have. So those will work well with bream. Whenever you decide to start embracing bream fishing at night, those will work really well for that. Normal ranch with avocado ranch, and Joe wants chicken sandwich and fries. Yes, you can get a side. I'll let you all know if something changes, and you can just buy lunch at school.
But you don't plan on it changing.
But I don't plan on it changing. I used Express Fishing Heavy and Proton 6000 upgraded. I used it from level 16 to 21 in Quarry. Oh, that's cool. So let's see. What does the Proton 6000 upgraded get you? How strong are you? Are you at like 10 kilos of max drag? I'm trying to think of how strong that is. Because you kind of, I mean, in my opinion, for Quarry trolling, to not be too annoying, you want to at least get to around 10 kilos of max drag, right? So like a really powerful ultralight, or if you're a new player, then normal gear, but you know, saving up for something that's going to get you close to that 10 kilo range. That's why like Saber 60s are perfect. I mean, I know they're a little expensive, and at that point, maybe it's better just to save all the way to caliber HSVs. I don't know, but I like that range for trolling Quarry, especially if you're a new player. I mean, it's just very challenging to go that under geared and try to learn how to do trolling at Quarry. Wait, can you pick more than one? When you set up a comp, you know what would be cool is if you could say, okay, it has to either be a jigging rig or a flying collar rig. If you could have 2 rig type, that would be cool. To have to say just one rig type is so limiting. Having a little more freedom or flexibility there would be neat for comps. Captain Malone said, as a Giants fan, this football season has been a pain. Yeah. Tough year for the Giants, for sure. Oh my goodness. What's up, Ephraim? Yes, that's right. And I for our comp, I mean, if whoever wants to join, I mean, we can do it as any tackle type is fine, but it just would be cool to have more options. A Commander 6000. I think the answer is no, but I could be wrong. Let me check. Commander 6, is that a spinning reel? I feel like that's a spinning reel, isn't it? Commander. It can't be that. It's not the Commander 60s, right? Spinning reel. Are you? Is there a? Is there a? It is a spinning. Well, I don't know. The best commander I see is. Let me get back to it. The top commander that I see on this list is a Commander 260S. Is that the one? It's only got 13.4 rated drag and it costs 1,949 silver. Like, there has got to be a better option. Is that your budget? Are you trying to find something for 2,000 or less? Let's see, 13.4. How much are those? I mean, how much strength are these? This one has 10. I mean, honestly, I would get one of these things before that for the C. At least you have a little bit of a spool. So, like, what's the Narga? Let me look at this. Is this a 2,000 silver reel? All right, the Narga CLW30. Yeah, same price. Same price. It's got a mech weight of 33 kilos. 100% I would get this before what you're talking about. I think. Oh, there's a C version. So there is a C version. Okay, hold on. Let me find the C version. Maybe that's why the name wasn't adding up. I don't see a C version of it. How much does it cost? What range are we talking? Yeah, straight up do not see a Commander on any of the conventional bait casters. Commander GS, 3,200 price. All right, 3,200. That's the, I see an Altitude 10 DLC for 3,200. I don't see anything else for 3,200 unless it's a, I don't know, maybe I have to look at it in the store. It's just not on this list for some reason. I see, oh, Commander 4S, Commander GS 40S. Is that what we're talking about? I wouldn't get that one either. Oh no, that one's not the right price either though. That's 2,600. All right, the Commander GS 60 is 14.5. We don't know the mech weight, and it's 3,200. That's got to be the one you're talking about. I think the answer is still no, in my opinion. I don't know though. Hi there, Sean Goo. Welcome back. Sean Ghoul, welcome back. A cheap reel with 12 to 15 kilo max drag and a high mech weight. What do you mean by high mech weight? I mean, you're not going to get something cheap that has a high mech weight. That's an oxymoron. I think that, I know it's only 33 kilo, but that Narga C LW30 I showed you, 33 mech weight for only 1,800 silver. That's pretty insane. The next best is what, the Hamra. It's got 52 mech weight for 4,200 silver, or a little bit more than that. The Altitude 20 DLC. If you're willing to go up to 6,000 silver, you can look at the Asinga line. That's got some mech weight for still very cheap price for the ocean. But at that point, you know, you're getting up there close to the Regal. And to me, the Regal is just like so awesome. But it's a lot more silver. But, you know, if you are able to get to, if you're able to get to Norway and you have any kind of spinning reel that just has a little bit of strength to it, just go fish for the really small stuff at the top. And, you know, just see how you can do. Wow. That guy used to be on the Falcons.
I'm trying to see the Panthers. He literally fumbled it as painting like a wood.
Yeah, that Asinga, I hadn't even never heard of that, but just looking at this list, the Asinga does stand out as if you're trying to go cheaper than the Regal, at least you could get the Asinga 30 is actually, it's reasonable. 14 and a half kilos, 63 max mech weight, so you can do the 60 kilo line. I mean, you can fish 34 and 41 bank all day with that mech weight, and then you're getting it for just under 6,000 silver. Now, if it was me, if you can save 6,000, you can save 8,000, you get the Regal. But if you just don't want to wait that long, I guess that does look like a reasonable option. No idea what the Seagull 30 is. Oh, there it is. Seagull 30. We don't know the mech weight. I mean, do you know the mech weight? Are you looking at something that's got the mech weight of it? You've got 11.8 max drag, but we have no idea on the mech weight. Smaller spool as well. Yeah, I mean, just get the Caliber HSV. I think that's a great recommendation. Just get the Caliber HSV until you can afford a legitimate sea reel. Oh yeah, that's true. It's worth looking at least that full metal. We were talking about that one yesterday. The Seagull is on the Russian sheet. What does it have as mech weight, Blunty? 37. So you could do some light fishing with that. So the full metal is going to cost you 5,500 silver out of the fair, but you're getting a lot more strength. 18 max, rated drag. Mech weight's 50, it's fine, but what you're going to really enjoy is that 18 rated drag. Very small spool though, for the ocean. Simplex, okay, interesting. Simplex, let's look at the Simplex. Do we have a mech weight on that one? Simplex 400. Oh yeah, 33 kilo, there you go. Again, as long as you set it up right, you can fish for the small stuff with it, right? You want to make sure you get the 400. At least on my list, that's the only one that we know mech weight. And I think at least having a mech weight that's higher than 30 is probably pretty important. Really big spool though, so you're in it to win it on the spool size. We're not gonna, once it's like fully dark, we'll start getting set up at Norway. Actually, we probably should do that. I don't know, as quickly as possible. Oh, is this the Russian one? Okay. So they have more mech weights on here. Trophy perch for Paul Paul. Good job, Paul Paul. If you want to target dace, you want to go a little bit lower depth. So not right at the surface, but not too far down. And a little bit larger hook could also help some. Maybe up to 20 to 18 range. and just need to figure out what bait's going to be best. Sometimes it's caster, but you need to check on baits. Right now, everything, because of the challenges, is a little skewed towards like red worms, or worms, red worms mostly, I think. But so did Carolina get that touchdown or no?
Yeah,
Oh,
I guess they had called it a touchdown and then reversed the call.
that's too bad.
See,
that did look early. It's hard to tell, but oh, interesting, Blunty. Bless you. What reel is better? Beluga something LD40. I mean, that's one of the popular ones, right? So that's probably the right answer. But let's see. The Beluga Terra. I think it's like Terra, right? It's the LTD. Where is it? Oh, Taiga LTD. The Taiga LTD. Is that what we're talking about? 40? Is that one of them? Yeah, so it's this one. Is that the one with the mech weight of 274? It's 42,000 silver. Or the California 40. Yeah, I don't even know that one. Oh, is that a, what is that? Why is it in red? Is that a Christmas reel? California 40. So, low cost, nice rated drag. I'm not sure about mech weight. Really good line length, but yeah, single ratio like Blunty said. I'd probably go with the known quantity if it was me, even though it is a little bit more expensive. But you've got that huge mech weight. I mean, that's the like, you can catch any fish mech weight. And so it's the, what is that? Is that the most inexpensive version of a you can catch any fish mech weight? I think it is. That's like the budget in-game reel. 43K basically. Okay. Both have one gear. I'm showing the LTD 40 as having two gears, 431 and 181. Or am I comparing it to the wrong reel? All right. It's funny, carp fishing, like time just flies for me. Could just carp fish all day. Not even notice the time go by. Okay, let's... Oh, I'm not going to pay for a ticket, that's for sure. There wasn't any cafe orders anyway. We should have just gone straight to Norway, but it's fine. How's our food level? We got some free food. All right. $105 silver for a little bit of carp fishing. We just didn't hit it big on the trophy. Didn't hit it big this time. Oh, you know what? Oh no, I think we're okay actually. We'll make this work. Okay, so in case anybody wants to join, we're going to start this fairly quickly once I get out to the fishing hole. We'll do a maximum weight of the European place. Actually, let's just do 12 hour. Okay. Let's just do 12 hour. Anybody wants to join just for fun? Just in case this does not go well, I don't want to be stuck trying to do this for too long. Hopefully it does go well, but you never know. And then we'll go Mega Perk, I think. Either at 34 or might go down to 41. Alright, anybody else want to jump in on a little 12-hour friendly competition for the best European place? You can use any kind of tackle you want. This is an excuse, at least for me, to use the flying collar rig. Try to get that lucky trophy. Alright, anybody else want to join before we start it up? I'm going to go grab a drink real quick as soon as I get out here. And thank you, Zaber. And once I get back with my drink, I'm just going to hit go. So we'll be starting fairly quickly. And I'm using the flying collar rig safe fillet strip, at least to start off with. We also can try that flying worm 10 or whatever, but I think that's going to be a really slow bite rate. I think, I could be wrong, but I think the safe fillet is actually going to be a little bit better bite rate, but we'll see. Ooh, that is sad. All right, I will be right back, and then we're starting. right. Best of luck, everybody. Oh, sorry about that, Laza. I should have looked at chat. I don't know why I didn't do that. We're just doing a American Place half an hour chat comp. I'm trying to get this trophy on the flying collar rig, and so you know, just using this as an excuse to go for that for 30 minutes. Is there somewhere I need to meet you all, or should I just come to the cafeteria, question mark? I wasn't sure if I have to check in at the office. You as well, Seismic. This is slower than I was expecting. I wonder if I should actually just reel it in slowly or something. Big Drock says I have 4,200. So Big Drock, using the fillet strips, should I be reeling this in across the bottom, or just letting it sit there? All right. That sounds miserable. Oh. It's better in the daytime? Mm. Were any of them the right trophy, Big Drock? None of them. Okay. Yeah. So if I one shot this, it would be pretty infuriating, huh? Is that what you're telling me? I'm actually really surprised. I don't know why, but I thought having I meet you at the cafeteria to fight. I thought having live bait on this rig might at least get me a much better bite rate. Because I have tried this a few times with the flying jelly worms or flying worms or whatever they're called, but I don't know that I've tried it with the strips a whole lot. Yeah, that's right. Collar needs a buff. Yeah, and that's, it could get adjusted. It might not be worth going for it or spending too much time before it is adjusted. And I've noticed on VK at least a couple of times people posting like, hey, I was able to get this spot. This is what I used. So I probably should at least on those occasions go try it, but just coming out here randomly might not be the way to go. Oh, is that right? Rare trophy and collar trophy for level 7. That's cool. All right, it's 3 in the morning. Maybe the bites will at least start a little bit. This is where fishing with multiple rods would be nice. I was trying to think, do I want to move? Nah, we'll stay down here for now. Really? You think it's better with trolling, Dobrik? Or are you just saying try it just for the sake of trying it? Man, now that it's daytime. Was that on the drop? The only thing about trolling is, doesn't it seem like the species that we have to catch for this achievement actually are caught off the bottom? I mean, when do you ever catch a place when it's not on the bottom? Boy, these haddock are loving these things right now. Okay. So 1,000-gram weight, just troll around the 34 bank. All right, let me see if I can catch one more fish this way and then I'll try it. Y'all both know what you're talking about, so we'll try it. Dobrik might just unlock the secrets to this rig for us. All right, by the way, if I don't have a bite by 5 a.m., we're going to switch to trolling. I think we'll have one by then, though. Oh, it's as close to bottom fishing as it gets. Feeder fishing. I guess that's not true because you actually can feeder fish from the shore, but there we go. Come on now. We're catching fish now, chat. It's happening. It's all coming together. What is the test of this rod? Am I going to be able to put that on there? That big weight? Probably. Nothing else we have on here weighs anything, so. Oh, I don't have 1,000. I just have 300. Okay, hold on. I just caught a dab. Let's don't get ahead of ourselves here. We just dabbed it up right here on live TV. How's this test? 350 gram? I can't put 1,000 gram. I'd have to change what boat rod I'm using. I was using the TIs from shore and even got some trophies like haddock. What were you, wait, what kind of rig types were you using, Bomar? And hello to you as well. Oh, really? Just loop. Okay, cool. You got some silver? Yeah. Boy, this is a daytime activity, isn't it? Yeah, sea worms and shrimp. Yeah. Two dab in a row? I mean, I have no idea what the trophy size is, but they're both markers. We're just out here dabbing. I know I said I would troll, and I'm going to, most likely, but I just keep dabbing. 3? Okay. I mean, we're probably already, like, comparatively making more silver than we did at Amber. Is that right? Trying to get one more fish. I mean, if it's another dab, then I don't know. I might not move yet, but if it's not a dab or if it doesn't come quick, then I'll switch to trolling and just see what that feels like. Again, at least on this rod, I don't have the heavy weight that I can use, but we'll see what it looks like. If you ever get the trophy, you'll never collar again. Yeah, I mean, unless the collar changes. You never know. It could like get buffed, like you said, and become the way to go. I mean, really, right now, not that it's like great, but I can't complain about this. I know we're in the early morning, like best bite of the day range, but still, this is decent. Devian3, greetings. Yeah, all right, Pollock. That's cool. I mean, it's cool that we can catch stuff like that, I guess. All right, so we're facing the wrong way already, so let's get turned around. Let's face, I think, just straight north for now. All right, and we'll turn trolling on. Well, let's turn the engine off and slow down. And then turn trolling on. Can I put this on here, or is it too heavy? Oh, I can. Okay. All right, this should still get to the bottom. I mean, that's a lot of weight for this little bitty rig, right? I mean, we'll see, but I feel like it will. Yeah, we're in the bottom layer. Can we stay in the bottom layer is the question. All right, so we need to be able to, we already need to be turning, don't we? We're just going to be doing circles. Bite rate is good, just not trophy rate. Yeah, that's true. Is a sheet available for good weather for each map? You know, not that I know of, but that would be a great resource. That's a great idea. I think I've seen, I'm trying to remember which. I feel like someone tried to add some temperature ideas. This was a long time ago for certain species at least. But it is so complicated. I mean, there's so many different species, so many different maps, and different maps have different temperature like expectations. I need to watch how high my friction brake is, by the way. No, yeah, you're right, Blunty. It would just have to be your opinion, whoever made it. Yeah, maybe that's what I'm thinking of, Bomar, for a while. Bait for beginners, like how beginner are we talking? Really, almost all the baits serve a purpose. So it kind of depends on what species you're going for. Hey, it's a dab, isn't it? Come on, server. Oh, it's a place. I love it. Boy, we got to turn harder. I forgot I'm in a comp. Greg just caught a place. Greg's in first place. See what I did there? You want to start leveling up your bait crafting, which early on means buy a shovel, dig. Digging is going to get you a lot of worms and worm type baits, and those are always really good. The other thing that's really good is bread and all of the dough baits. And you can make bread and then eventually make other dough baits. And those are probably early on the types of baits that you should be using. I agree. Worm and bread are really good early baits. Is that right, Laza? Interesting. What's up, Ivan? I love the Go Dogs. Hey, we got a sculpin. We're so happy. Wait, did that just land on the deck of the boat? Oh, no, it did go in the water. Okay, that's good. Man, it's tough turning when you're trolling, isn't it? It's all right. We'll just keep doing what we can do. This is kind of nice. I think this is a good suggestion. Thank you, Dobrik. I like this. Get tired of just sitting in one spot? Troll with your collar. I'm in second place. Me and my collar are in second place. I like to cast the max and drag along the bottom at speed 2 to 4 like a wacky rig. Yeah, I was wondering about that. Especially with the fake baits, like the, you know, the jelly worm and flying worm, whatever. I've done that before. It seems to work pretty good. Oh, you're talking about Norway. You just entered Norway. Lurker 107. Or any of the handmade foam for jigging. That'll make you millions of silver. This is great. It's heavy enough that we're trolling, but it's staying in the bottom layer, even as we're slowly moving forward. Maybe we should throw on that flying worm just to try it one time, see if it seems, oh crap, better or worse or whatever. 30 free worms, everyday admin building. Oh, for sure, Bomar. I agree with that. It is so awesome that now as you're leveling, you're getting all of those different doe and insect baits to at least try. And hopefully if you're watching a guide or in a community, someone's like, ooh, that's a decent spiny. Hold on now. We're doing some things. Hopefully someone is encouraging you to do a lot of shoveling and leveling up bait harvesting. That's actually a pretty decent spiny. Ooh, this bite rate is awesome. Come on. Come on now. All right, we're going with the 10. I just want to try it because we kind of have a sense of how things are going with the saithe fillets. So let's see how things go with the flying worm. Red Lurker 103. Very cool. This is going so well, we should have made this a 36-hour comp. I don't want to make too quick of a judgment here because we just casted it for the first time. But I'm already feeling like the flying worm is a little slower bite rate. All right, there we go. So let's see the quality of this. I think I'm going to switch back to the fillet unless it's one of the species we're looking for. The strip, not the fillet. Yeah. A little sculpin. Man. What have we got here? I'm actually going to stop the troll just to make it a little easier. We're doing all right, folks. We are doing all right. Just making sure I could safely stop the trolling I can. Gotta lock it though. Oh, it's been some good fishing so far. Come on. What in the world? Oh my goodness. I'll never, I mean, I'm in a flying collar every day now. This is so good. What have I been doing with my whole life? Thank y'all. Yeah, I'm celebrating now, but 4,150 fish later, when I've gotten 2 more trophies, neither one of them the right ones, I'll be right there with Big Drock. Yes, you may, Thigh Smack. This is not a closely held secret, this setup. You don't have your streamer RNG anymore? Well, you know, it's not hard to get it back. It's not hard to get it back. This community welcomes folks back even after breaks. All right. This is the setup right now. Thigh Smack. It's such a good bite rate. I've got to tab away from it every once in a while. Let me know if you need to see it again. So one thing, if you haven't been paying attention or if you just joined, one thing we are doing, Dobrik suggested trolling. So we are actually trolling while fishing with this setup at the moment. By the way, grats to Greg, who won the European Place Comp. Greg, you can get a boilie of your choice. And these are the old school boilies that no longer work. So you just get to hold it in your inventory like I do. Just tell me a choice, tell me a color choice if you want one, Greg. Let's see, where are we? We need to be turning. You do usually troll with it as well? Okay, cool. All right, so Greg 3001 grats, and Greg 3000 wants the green. Yes, that's true, Big Drop. Just throw on the brown boilie or a press cake. All right, Greg 3000. Am I remembering that right? Is there a number in there? Is it like Greg 3000? Oh. I think I need to be turning the boat, by the way. Yes, desperately. What percent on leader you need to have that? Wait, what? I thought they still worked on loop rig. I don't think so. I think they've been turned off. Press cakes still work, even though you can't get them currently, but not these fellas. Are you asking me at what percent can I no longer? All right, so it goes up to 68 load capacity. So we don't have to. I mean 78. We don't have to worry about the rod, right? Are you worried about? We don't have to worry about the taiga. I don't think we have to do anything. Press cake don't work anymore? I thought they did still work. I haven't tried it in a while though. I could totally be wrong. Oh, does it matter? It just depends on how much strength you want. I mean, that's the only thing. As your leader takes damage, it's literally less strong, percentage-wise. Ooh, it's a sorry. All kinds of weird stuff happening here. Yeah, no, just the old boilies were completely turned off, is my understanding. It does matter when you change the leader. I guess that's part of the answer to your question. But it's up to you when you do it. Just depends on how much strength you want out of your line and leader. Thank you for that follow, by the way. I think I said that already, but in case I didn't. Oh, okay. Awesome. So press cake is still working. Guys, I mean, this is like... So we've been catching some pretty, much less quality fish since the trophy, but you still can't hardly put it in the water during the day. Even on the drop, we're catching these little sorry and stuff. I'm just sort of surprised. I would say maybe at nighttime I need to like fish with a jigging rig or something because it was so slow at night. Although I didn't try trolling. Maybe that would help a little bit. I don't know. This haddock might have to go up on our wall at our house. I'm pretty sure because I caught a blue trophy, a super trophy, rare trophy, whatever you call them, haddock right close to the same time as I caught the pollock, and I put the pollock up. I think because the haddock came first, I had not remembered to put it up. So I need to double check, but I don't think I have a haddock in the house right now. So I'll just put the trophy. Zaber, grats on 25 and nice pollock at the same time. Totally depends on what rod and rig type we talk about. Sometimes I use very worn leader to make sure leader is weakest on my old medium boat rod, for example. That's totally true. Yeah, I mean, I think that if you're a fairly new player, that gets a little bit complicated maybe. But yeah, there are obviously some reasons to use worn out leader so that you're protecting a worn out, blank on your rod or whatever. Probably made press quake not very attractive. I've tried multiple times, easy cheat code, so but no luck at all, not a single fish. Oh, interesting. Ashara got a little dab. The haddock especially are eating this up today. This rig. This bait. Obviously we got one safe. We need to turn it into what we're fishing with because we're burning through them pretty quick with this bite rate. Haddock eat everything every day. Let's see what this is. It's not as big, but it's bigger than the real small stuff we've been catching lately. Looks like a haddock to me. Yep. We need to keep turning. This is our 20th fish in 32 minutes. Did the happy hour made it longer? What are you talking about, Marcel? Hey, it's an American place. What setup am I using? I'm using the flying collar rig. I'll show you the setup in just a second. Setup is this. Bite rate is too good. This is a decent fish. So let's see. I don't know if it's quite trophy range for a place, but it's decent size. Maybe like a 4 kilo haddock or something. Yeah, there is a promotion going on right now where everyone gets an hour of happy hour, I think. So premium players get 2 hours instead of 1. That probably lasts for another, day or two? I don't even know when it ends, but it's got to be soon, right? Oh, it's another thorny skate. Wow. On the 9th. Thank y'all. Okay, well, we turned far enough. Almost too far, actually. You know, you could probably just start in the middle and then just hold down whatever side turn you want to make, left or right, and pretty much do loops and stay in the 34 bank. I mean, you might have to adjust every once in a while, but I bet you could pretty much do that, right? Another decent fish here. Got a new record for most fish in a day, 94, while going for Atlantic herring at 75 with clip 30. That's awesome. That is awesome. 94 fish in a day. Whoo! Quick bites on those drops. Atlantic cod. All right, we don't want to see the cod. This is not the setup for the cod. P.S. No more cod. So here's the setup. You've hooked into a basking shark? Okay. It sounds like you must have been using a little bit bigger setup than I am. 550 plus silver an hour with only small fish. Yeah, it's so good. Sculpin. 55 liter? Oh, okay. So, very similar. Well, I don't want any basking sharks on this setup, please. I guess when you go 4,200 fish deep, you're going to see a little bit of everything. That's right, big truck. Is there anyone in chat that can make and send a balsa joint? You've gotten 2 piked off? Do you not have premium, Ephraim? Because typically the thing to offer is to send the materials. I don't have points in lure making, so the ones I make would be like 3 out of 10. I mean, it definitely helps with requests like that. And thanks, Bomar, for jumping in there. It definitely helps with requests like that when you, like you, Ephraim, or someone that's been around, at least a part of our community, versus somebody that just comes into Twitch chat long enough to say, hey, I need this. Would somebody send it to me? The haddock are strong with this one. Gunner, what's up? Nothing to be sorry for. You're welcome to lurk anytime you want. About 40 million. Sounds good, Mad Max. That's right. There's always alternatives. Good point, Normal Finn. Is that right, Thigh Smack? Huh. That's cool. So this is like a real life thing that people have done, huh? Fair spinners? Yeah, those fair spinners are doing all right at Quarry right now. Which is not surprising. I mean, they'll be pretty decent all year. People will just forget to use them for the most part. Another spiny. That's 2 spinies we've caught on this. He bought premium when he said, is that for 30 days? I said, no, that's a lifetime. 2,000, yeah. I wonder if I could go back. Let's see. I'm trying to think. So back when I first started playing, when they would have like a premium or gold sale, sometimes it was like 80% off, which actually brought that lifetime membership down to something where if you actually were going to end up playing for as many years as I have, it might have been a good deal. I'm trying to think about like how many months that is, how much it costs. I mean, these days the sales aren't nearly as big. They're still good sales, but it's just different. Wait, Mad Max, you have the lifetime? My grandpa on mother's side was an old Norwegian barber and part-time seal clubber whaler. Also fished a lot. He used the herring nail rig back in his day. Interesting. I don't know if I've ever talked to someone who was, at least that I knew, I'm sure I have without knowing it, but that I knew was a lifetime premium. Still in debt. I do wish with stuff like that, it makes me wish that you could have your overall account and you're either premium or not on your account, but then within that account, you could intentionally have alt alternate characters. So in other words, starting an alternate character wouldn't be another account. It would be under the same account. Do you know what I mean? But it's not the way it is. I wish it was. 80% bait harvesting, 82.6 only making dead fish for mackerel and marketing. There you go. There you go. That's great. That's great. Something that we don't consider, I don't consider enough when talking about leveling bait harvesting, is the fact that that takes away from the amount of egg dough you have to make. And you're going to be doing that anyway at Norway, so you might as well, I mean, you'll use those eventually, you know, so. Yes, choosing a character, exactly. I wish you could choose your character within your account. You haven't done any egg dough. Wow. You're missing out. You at least got to make a few thousand just, you know, for the experience. Player ran market would be cool. I think at this point they've pretty much decided to not go that direction, but it would have been cool. There was a time where I think that was still considered an option, but I don't think it is anymore. You've crafted enough ground bait and lures, you don't think you're missing out? Probably not. As long as I had a united stash inventory, it'd be nice if you could have more characters in the same account. Yes, I agree. Okay, obviously I wouldn't want to do this all the time, but this has been way better than I was anticipating it was going to be. You wish it was multiplayer? The only way I would want to be able to see other people in game is if it was like a maximum group of 5 or something, and if you could either, you know, you could fill up public servers of, or not servers, groups of 5 if you just want to be with random people, or if you had friends you wanted to fish with, you could choose to. I wouldn't want to have it like a big amount though. Hey, this is a decent sized fish. Let me see what we need to do here. All right, we're going to be fine to stop. We're going to go ahead and stop the trolling motor. It's not quite big enough to. And it pulls a little bit at 29. Let's go ahead and lock it up. Team comps, yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, and that would open up the whole idea. I don't think they're going in that direction either, unfortunately, but that would be cool. There may be reasons why that's really difficult to think about how to implement based on their engine and stuff. I don't know, or the tech. I'm just not sure, but obviously it's a good idea. You could then introduce the idea of cosmetics would become a much bigger deal. You don't want to see through the skulls of 300 people at 83, 145. Imagine what it would have been like back in the day. Big Drock standing on the dock at Volkov. I mean, that sometimes would cause like the game significant problems, even though you couldn't see the other people. But yeah, imagine if it was Fishing Planet. Yeah, I don't know. 1,000 people in general trap. Yes, exactly. That's exactly right. 1,000 people fishing for bream and eyed or whatever off the Volkov pier, and that one guy that was trying to catch bleak. But I mean, it's just unthinkable. As long as servers keep crashing each Christmas event and after everyone another update, I think stay far away from multiplayer stuff. Yeah. Oh, it dropped off. Hit it and then it dropped off. I am curious if nighttime will be any better now that we're kind of in this groove of trolling with it. But if it slows down to a really, really slow, non-existent bite like it did when we first started, then I think I'll switch to a jigging rig or lurk, something else, perking rig or something, and just fish more normally for a bit. Oh, that's true. Christmas gifts all went the way they did it when it was, especially when it was all at Mosquito off the one dock. But that's true. Christmas fishing this year was not made for this lazy fisherman. You didn't get into it, huh? Not trying to throw dirt at devs. I understand it's not easy. Still stand by the statement since I think it would cause us more issues. Yeah, I get what you're saying. A lot more sculpins at night too, I bet. I feel like I could be wrong on this, but I feel like trophy European places do typically come in either at night or early morning. Well, the bite rate hasn't turned off yet. See you, Marcel. Yeah, I mean, there's no question that the challenges, even the free-to-play challenges, are harder for new players than someone who's got all of the different baits and setups and all that already. Man, good job to Dobrik. Yeah, it's got to be tough to try to balance. Just plus with the way you've got migration and the changing of baits and ooh, that's what I'm talking about. Come on, more of those. Trying to balance like challenging goals for the New Year's Fair without it being like frustratingly difficult. Man, that fish dropped off fast. I've got to be ready. We got to get some tension on the line immediately. uh, that's funny, Big Drop. I'm trying not to bring it up, Laza. One cast timing. I'm trying not to talk about it too much at the moment. That was weird and yet marvelous. Content creator perk? Yeah, maybe so. And basically the burbot and catfish. True. Yeah, those were surprisingly manageable as well. That's a good point. But there were other things that did take a good bit of time. It's taking so long. I mean, I'm not even sure I will get through on the leveling series that I'm working on. I'm starting to like realize we're probably not going to even get through all of the free-to-play challenges on there, just because you have to spend so much time grinding for some of them. So, I don't know. We'll see, but that's what it's looking like. Yeah, I agree, Big Drock. I actually think it was a really good effort. I think it turned out really well. I had a lot of fun with it. It might be nice to mix it up year to year and not have the same thing every time. We had been doing that mosquito thing for a while, so. But I thought it was really good. Yeah, that's probably true. That's probably true. It made for some really fun streams. Blue bream and nace on float. Oof. Blue bream was the worst. Every time I like stretch or like take my hands off the mouse for a second, I get a hit. I'm using flying collar rig for trolling. Lose or loosen? Do you think the weight requirements were too strict, or you think they shouldn't have them at all? I mean, if you don't have them at all, it becomes really easy, right? Completely get rid of it. So just catch any blue bream, catch any nace, catch any everything. Wow. So how do I answer this? Will the full metal 60 be okay for most fish? If you are targeting smaller stuff, you will usually be okay, I think. Haven't tried that reel myself though. I don't know. It's the best I got. It's the best answer I got. Different gear requirements, so people try different gears. I gotcha. Yeah, let me know. That's cool. Yeah, I agree with that for sure, Laza. Definitely. So this is the time of the overnight where it has slowed down the most, at least this night. It never did slow down like it as slow as it was that first night. I mean, yes, it did get a little slower than the daytime bite rate, but it wasn't so slow that I felt like, oh, I need to put the other rig in the water. But right now we've gone 2 minutes. This feels like a little longer. I mean, I think maybe what would be cool is to have some total weight requirements. Still have to give something that you have to work towards. But not make it, at least for some of them, quite as hard, like catching that one 500 gram whatever, Nace or Blue Bream or whatever. I don't know. But, you know, catch 10 kilos of common roach, catch, I don't know, that kind of stuff. Yo, what's up, Zigga? Well, and that's just like, that's hard because it's like when you happen to release these challenges, how active are the timing? I mean, there's times when the timing are pretty active there, and then there's times where like you can't hardly find them, right? I don't think so, Greg. At least what I've heard is that you still had that like 0.01% chance or whatever. It was guaranteed to have the telestick, but the reels are like, you know, your chances of winning the lottery kind of thing. All right, now it's been almost 5 minutes. All right, I'm gonna stop trolling. Let me reel this in off the bottom for a second. And let me take a quick bio break. I should have just taken the line out of the water. I forgot I'm gonna have to reel it all the way in just to start the trolling motor again anyway, right? I think another thing that could be cool. So, you know how, especially with the free to play challenges, they only used mosquito and winding. But even when you got to the premium, they didn't go very high because they wanted 90 whatever percent of the player base to be able to at least have access to them. It seemed like it'd be cool if there was like each challenge had an oar. Nice wolffish, Captain Malone. Wow, you didn't catch that on a flying collar, did you? It'd be cool if it's like whatever, catch a certain Chinese sleeper total weight or size or whatever on mosquito, or any size leather carp at bear. You know what I mean? Like, or it'd kind of be cool if you had some choices there, so higher level players would have that choice. I guess that gets complicated. I don't know, but just I feel like the more options. Look at all of the fish coming in chat right now. Nice haddock, Ashara. 11.688. Wait, that better not be bigger than mine. Yo. What rig type did you catch that on, Captain Malone? Is that regular? Regular stuff? Sea is hot today? Yeah. It's 5.2 degrees Celsius, in fact. Ooh, the dabs are getting dabbier. Okay, 207, gotcha. Thank you. It didn't sound like a flying collar rig fish, but just making sure. 41, gotcha. Look at this bite rate. Immediate. Catch 5 kilo taimen on bly or catch a perch on mosquito using a spinner. Well, maybe it could have been or catch a pike on amber using a wobbler. It's not the easiest thing in the world, but you can do it. You know what I mean? Nice, Gray Fox. That's awesome. Yeah, for sure. The pike would definitely be preferable for most people, probably. Unless you just like happen to have that squirrel and want to go try the taimen, but I forgot that it was even on the lake on the card. Interesting. Yeah, that's right. You could go all the way up to a 10-aught hook and still have this safe strip on. I don't see why that would be a good thing, considering the trophy types we're going for. I just noticed. I had no idea. I thought it would be a much smaller range than that. One thing I should do, probably, at some point, and like if I was going to do this a lot, maybe put a reel on here, like a Venga or something, that you can just get the fish in a little bit quicker. Oh, that was a place. One of these places. Just try to make it a little bit more efficient, maybe. The nice thing about having this, well, the Venga would solve it too, but we do have a nice spool on this. Oh, Dan. Time to get some sleep. Oh, man, oh, man. All right, this is probably gonna be last fish here. We've got family FaceTime for somebody's birthday coming up here shortly, so let's get to the dock and see about cafe. I didn't even look at the cafe when I first came out here today, and see how we did. It tells me, let's see, taxidermy, herring, wolffish, bream, plaice, char, pollock. Yeah, I don't have a haddock. I think I want a haddock. This has been good though. This has been a lot of fun. I'll have to try this some more. At least at this point, it doesn't feel hopeless. I guess ask me again down the line at some point, but oh, nice common carp trophy. I think, Gray Fox, that it came in on 5. I think it's premium 5. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's premium 5. Does anybody remember if that's right? Premium 5 on the telescopic rod. The nice Christmas one. Pretty sure that was it. Thigh Smack says yes. Okay. Premium 5. Okay. All right, cafe. Ooh, catch those sardines. Easy cafe order. If you have wolffish, pretty easy order. If you happen to get a lucky thorny skate trophy, I'm not sure you're going to be able to get it in on that setup, but if you do get it in, you've just made 2,400 silver. We, on the other hand, did not have any cafe orders, but we did make 700 silver. To be fair, without the trophy, it's only 461. But when we made that silver in an hour and 15 minutes, it's pretty good. Pretty good flying collar rig. A lot better than I thought you were going to do. All right. Hey, thank y'all for hanging out. Y'all are the best. Tomorrow's Monday. I've got something after work, so I probably won't be able to stream tomorrow, but maybe Tuesday. We'll see if I can get a short stream in Tuesday after work. We'll see how it goes, though. Tight lines, everybody. Thank y'all for hanging out. Thanks for all the support. I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Tight lines.